And what is going on, guys? Andrew Hayes with another wrestling video. We're a little bit earlier today because I said so.
Yes.
Yeah, with another wrestling video. Always joining me, my boy Double Nine.
Hey, what's up, you guys? Film Fandom 599 here again, and we're back for another wrestling video, another review. We got double the dose of review today because we're going to be talking about both NXT Wargames 2 and WWE Survivor Series.
Yes. Always a fun time with the takeovers and whatnot. So, do you want to do the takeover first or Survivor Series first?
Let's do the takeover first since that was the first event.
Okay. All right. So starting off, a match that was originally supposed to happen, but then it was reported that it wasn't happening, but it ended up happening anyway. We didn't predict it because we just didn't.
We did both say Matt Riddle in case this did happen,
I mean, it really doesn't matter. I mean, it really doesn't change anything, you know? So
yeah, but it was fun.
So, I mean,
it was funny. I can't lie. It was funny. Like, you see Matt Riddle coming out.
I thought it was a nice way to start off the night. Makes Matt Riddle look strong, and whatnot, and
like Cassius, what made the whole thing was Cassius like trying to get up and like attack him afterwards, but he just couldn't fucking get up.
Yeah, no, I like Matt Riddle a lot. This makes him look good. I can't wait to see what he does in the future. I really don't expect this to be the end of this feud.
Yeah, I think it's just the start of it.
Yeah, so I feel like they're gonna have at least another match down the line. Probably on a taping.
Yeah.
I really don't think that this is going to happen at a takeover. If it were to happen at a takeover, which technically it did, it would be at this one. So do you have anything to say about this match?
Not really. But I am enjoying Matt Riddle. So far, you know, bro. Like I'm enjoying him.
I like Matt Riddle a lot.
Yeah, I'm enjoying him. You know, this was fun. It was like I even called it. I was like, watch, the match is gonna only last a couple of seconds, and that's what happened. So it was fun. I had a good time with it.
You're cutting in and out.
Oh, I am.
So
I don't know. Stop freezing. It's not freezing for me on my end. I can always go on my phone.
Yeah, no, it's like you're lagging is what you're doing. But anyway,
I can always go. I'll probably just switch to my
phone. I still can make out. Okay, so I'll continue.
Yeah, I'll just switch to my phone. No big deal.
Okay, cool. Yeah. All right, so the next match, that like the real first match to start the card, was a 2 out of 3 falls match for the NXT Women's Championship. Shayna Baszler versus Kairi Sane. And this one was interesting, and I'll tell you why, because usually Double Nine and I don't disagree on who we think is going to win. We usually agree, especially for the takeovers. We very much agree on that, but we disagreed quite a lot in this one, and this one is one of them. He picked Kairi Sane, while I picked Baszler, and Shayna Baszler ended up winning 2-1. So I get the 1 point advantage as of now. For right now, I take the lead. We'll see how that goes later on, but like I said, Shayna Baszler ends up winning 2-1. This match was good. This is, in my opinion, a little disappointing. And in my opinion, probably the weakest match out of the... I believe this is the 4th time they faced that I've seen. But in my opinion, this is the weakest. And I'll say why. I like 2 out of 3 falls matches a lot. There have been some that have been fantastic. I think one of the best is the Revival versus DIY for the NXT tag titles. I think that was great. And my biggest problem with this match is that I didn't think this match was given enough time. I think that 10 minutes is way too short for a 2 out of 3 falls match. I feel like this match was rushed. And while it was still solid, and I especially, with the other two horsewomen, the MMA horsewomen interfering, and then Io Shirai and Dakota Kai coming in and helping out too. I thought that was pretty cool. And again, the solid was the action was solid, and I thought they told the story pretty well. But the thing that held it back for me at least was the pacing. Not the pacing. Well, yeah, the pacing, because it felt like everything was rushed, in my opinion. What do you think?
I didn't feel the whole thing was rushed. I will say the first fall was pretty rushed. That's what felt rushed to me. The first fall was pretty rushed. But I felt they gave enough time to the second and third fall for me. That didn't feel nearly as rushed. But that was my main issue with the match, is that I felt like the first fall was really rushed. And they rushed the horsewomen getting involved like way too fast in my eyes. But other than that, I really liked this match. Both competitors did very well in the matchup. I will probably say it's the weakest, like you said, the weakest out of the ones I've seen between the two of them. But I still overall really liked it.
Yeah, no, and it was still a really solid match. It's just, for me, it felt like really rushed. With the horsewomen getting involved, and the first fall was especially very rushed, and that all happened within the first few minutes, and then the second fall happened pretty quickly in my eyes, and then the third fall happened. And I go, and 10 minutes, in my opinion, isn't enough. I think 20 minutes at least should have been it. And I get it. It was kind of hard to do that, considering what else we got and how much time they both got. It was tough. So, I mean, still, I commend both of them for doing as good as they did in this type of match in a short amount of time as they did. It's just that, for me, it felt rushed.
Yeah.
What would you rate this?
I would give it a 3.5 out of 5. I quite enjoyed it.
I would give it the same, 3.5 out of 5. I expected a little bit more from this, but that's just me. Still a pretty good match, even though I'm a little disappointed by it. Anyway, on to the next match. In a singles match, Johnny Gargano versus Aleister Black. Now, this is another one that we disagreed on. You went for Johnny Gargano. Yes. I went for Black, and Black ended up winning. So that's another point for me. I now have a 2-point advantage.
For me, this was depressing at first, but then let's just say it gets worse and worse from here.
Yeah. We'll find out. But I'll say this. I am usually very, very confident in my choices. I wouldn't be picking them if I'm confident. Yes, there are some times where I'm kind of on the fence, but I usually I stick by my choices, and I'm like, you know what? I don't regret anything unless it's that Faithful Money in the Bank pay-per-view. But we don't talk about that. But usually I stick by. I'm usually 99% of the time very confident in what I do or what I pick, and this was the case here. But this was the hardest one for me to pick out of all the matches. And the simple reason is because I feel like each person would have both people were the right winner. There was no distinctive right winner in this, and not like with Baszler and Sane. I felt like Baszler was the right winner, and Sane not necessarily was the wrong winner, but Baszler needed it more. In this one, I felt like both guys deserved it equally, needed it equally. Not necessarily was there a right or wrong winner in this match, and that's why I felt like it was so close and so hard for me to choose. And with that being said, that I feel like for me, especially with the points on the line, that made me much more invested into the match because I didn't know who was going to win.
It was so back and forth.
Yeah, it was so back and forth. It felt like it could have ended at any time. There was especially a spot towards the end where Gargano goes for the pretends to go for the meat in the middle, misses it, and then hits him again, hits him with another knee, and I thought that was it, to be 100% honest, but it wasn't. This was one hell of a match.
This was probably maybe my. It'll get to you'll see what I mean once we get to the other matches, but it was really tough. I don't know if this is my second or third. I know what's my favorite match of the whole night, but I can't decide which is my second favorite between this.
I think this is my second favorite because I know which one you're talking about, the other one, and I do have a slight problem with that one, but we'll get to it when we get to it. But this one, I don't have a problem with it. This is a 5-star match in my opinion.
This is excellent shit at its finest.
Excellent storytelling. You know, I was on the edge of my seat the whole time.
Oh, same, dude. I did not fucking know what was gonna happen next. Like, honestly, it was unpredictable of who was.
The psychology was great, yeah, and I did not know what was gonna happen. I thought it was great.
Shout out to Johnny Gargano for having the best ring gear of the whole fucking year with that Punisher tribute.
I mean, it won't ever top Rey Mysterio as the Joker at WrestleMania 25. But
well, you know, for me, the Punisher is my favorite. So
no, want to know what the best ring gear of the year is? 100%. Not gonna lie, it isn't even me being a Wolverine fan. But Rey Mysterio at All In with the Wolverine gear, that's the best ring gear of the whole year.
Okay, that shit was awesome, so I can't blame you.
Yeah, no, that was I'm a huge Wolverine fan, but I feel like even if I wasn't, I'd be like, oh, that's like, even if I not even like a big Wolverine fan, but like even if like Wolverine wasn't my favorite, I'd be like, that shit awesome.
Yes.
But again, like this was a fantastic match. And
absolutely. Yeah, I seriously, this is like some of the best work I've seen from the two of them, to be honest.
Gargano has been having one hell of a year.
Gargano is arguably the best wrestler of the year, to be honest.
I've always said this. Seth Rollins has been, for me at least, the MVP of the main roster. Johnny Gargano, for me, with Gargano, it's debatable on NXT. It depends on how you look
it's at him or Ciampa, to be honest.
I would say either him or Ciampa.
Yeah.
And it also depends on what aspect you look at it.
Yes.
And like what you consider and just what your preference is. Both of them are, I feel like, are kind of like the co-MVP, but if I were to have to choose one personally, Johnny Gargano, I feel like he, in my opinion, I have the distinct honor of seeing him live twice this year, both, in my opinion, 5-star matches, and I know that, you know, like being live always heightens a match for me.
Yeah.
But legitimately,
and you saw the fucker at a hotel.
Yeah, no, I saw him at a hotel. It was after his match with Almas, and like you can't even blame me for giving him versus Almas a 5-star match because Dave Meltzer gave it a 5-star match. So
like even I'm watching at home, being like, this is a 5-star match.
And it's like, and okay, so like I'll always say like, oh, that's a 5-star match when I see it live, but I always like kind of like reserve, kind of distinctly being like, that's a fact, it's a 5-star match until I watch it back. Because if I watch it back and have that same feeling, then I know that it's accurate. So I watched it back, and I like can see that it's a 5-star match. I would say him at New Orleans, very much a 5-star match. Him and Ciampa. Mm-hmm. Him versus Ciampa at Chicago too. That was very close to a 5-star match. I had like one nitpick with that match, like one.
Yeah.
5-star match.
And this was just excellent. This
and Brooklyn 5, in my opinion, again, 5-star match. Then here again, 5-star match. So that's like, in my opinion, 4 5-star matches that Johnny Gargano was put on. And if they're not 5-star matches to you, they're I know some people who think that, you know, like 4.5 out of 5. You know, and like that's pretty close to a 5-star match, and that's pretty good. So for me, Johnny Gargano has been the MVP of, in my opinion, the whole WWE. Just and like the story that he has told from Philly and onward has just been fantastic, and I really hope he never leaves NXT.
To be honest, I don't want him Ciampa and the fucking Undisputed Era to go to the WWE. I just want them.
They can all. Yeah,
I want them all to stay in NXT. To be honest.
Let's have Elias go down. Let's have Stanley can go back down. A whole bunch of people can go back down.
Fuck it. Even let Finn go fucking back down there. To be honest.
Yeah, Samoa Joe.
Honestly, just fuck it. And we're not saying this is like a bad thing towards them. It's just they're doing jack shit with them right now in the main roster.
Yeah, like they would be doing stuff in NXT. But Black versus Gargano, in my opinion, a 5-star match. A lot of intense spots. A lot of cool sequences. The suspense was there. I haven't been this suspenseful. Like, all right, so obviously, this is like, again, like I said, being live at a match is going to heighten the feeling of when you're watching it live. Other than the ones I watched live, this is the most suspense I've ever felt in a match.
Yeah,
this year. I love this match. It's definitely going to be one of my favorites of the year. When the time comes, I give this 5 stars.
5 stars as well. This is one of those matches I think I'm going to go back to multiple times. To be honest, excellent match.
This honestly, I mean, we'll get to what my favorite is, but this is my favorite one-on-one match that I haven't seen live.
Yes.
But anyway, on to the next match. Another fantastic match for the NXT title. Tommaso Ciampa, the champion, versus the challenger, Velveteen Dream. Man.
I was on fucking edge this whole match, to be honest, because there were times where I really thought Velveteen was actually going to win the title.
Yeah. I love this match. Again, I have one nitpick with this match that kind of prevents it from me giving it 5 stars. I thought that it started a little bit too slow, but once they get into it, and once this match gets going, it doesn't stop until it's done. It's like it's kind of like they were driving on the highway and they were stuck in traffic. Not like bumper to bumper traffic, but like they're kind of stuck in traffic, not going as fast as they should be going or want to be going.
Yes.
Then they get out of that traffic and they just go cruising.
They go cruising.
So I love the Hulk Hogan stuff that Velveteen was doing. Velveteen just gets it. Like he gets this business and he gets wrestling, and I love the little things Velveteen does, and that's why I love Velveteen Dream so much. He is easily top 5 for me in all of WWE. I would say, honestly,
because he knows how to get the entertainment part down and the fucking wrestling part down perfectly.
Yeah. I would say top 5 wrestlers right now for me. Styles, the Undisputed Era as a whole.
I was about to say, can I count the Undisputed Era as just a whole?
I count them. Okay, if I were to choose one from the Undisputed Era, Adam Cole. But see, the thing is, what I love them as they all enhance my love for one another. They all make each other better. So that's why I count them as
they
one.
all make each other better. They're like the best stable since the fucking Shield, to be honest.
Yeah, and I would say Gargano, Ciampa, and then Velveteen.
Yeah, honestly.
And honestly, that pains me. I don't know. Becky's up there for me right now, but
I don't know. It's a tough list right now. We'll get to that. Yeah.
I can't do a 5. Spoiler alert. At the end of the year, we will be doing our top 10 favorite wrestlers of the year.
Yes.
So you guys got to look forward to that. But that one's gonna be tough when it comes. I'm gonna have a lot of honorable mentions. I'll tell you that.
No, same for sure.
But yeah, no. Especially towards the end, this match got insane. Like,
yes.
insane.
Oh yeah.
And I think the best spot of the night was when he hit the I think the rolling Death Valley driver, and then Ciampa was on the kind of leaning on the ropes, and he goes for the dive on the outside and misses, and then he gets DDT on the steel. That was it.
Yeah.
I give this match a 4 out of 5, or 4.5 out of 5. What would you give it?
This is another 5 out of 5 for me, to be honest. I was so just fucking invested in what was going on. It was so high intensity the entire time. I felt like the match never slowed down. There was never a time where I felt like the matchup just lost steam. It just kept going and going and going, and left me in suspense of who was actually going to win. Because there were times where I actually thought Velveteen was actually going to win the title. So, yeah, amazing matchup overall. I can't decide between this and Gargano versus Black is my second favorite match of the night, to be honest.
Yeah, no, both matches were great.
I think I just spoiled what my favorite matchup of the whole
It doesn't matter.
But I don't care.
The next match, if you have nothing else to say.
No, because I want to get right to this fucking matchup.
Oh, by the way, we both went for Ciampa. We both get the point.
So we both get the point.
So okay, so this one's
okay. I usually never do this, but can I talk about this matchup first?
Oh, can I just say what I have to say?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Go ahead.
Okay, and then you can go because mine isn't my thoughts. So again, This was the third time we disagreed on something. So like this match happened last. So I go, damn, if I get this right, I get 2 points because I get the whole show right, and I get the whole show right, and I just have a huge lead. If he gets this right, it's a 1-point lead, which is still a lead, but still. I got it right. So I am now have a 4-point lead, which what I want to say is I'm genuinely shocked. And I'm gonna be honest. I knew out of all the ones, I was most confident in this one.
Yes.
And so like I'm not shocked that they won.
And I was most confident in that one too, to be honest, because I really thought they were actually gonna let the Undisputed Era get 2 years in a row, to be honest.
Yeah, so it's kind of like weird that I got it all correctly because it's like there were so many times where I go, you know what, I'm getting this whole show correctly. I'm just feeling it, and I didn't get. So this is the first time that either one of us got the whole show correctly. So I'm kind of surprised. But yeah, no, you can say whatever you have to say.
This is my favorite match of the whole fucking night, and this is like maybe top 5 matches I've seen all year. Like, I love this match so goddamn much. Listen, I love my technical wrestling. I love, headlocks, all that shit. But my favorite type of wrestling is just the balls to the wall insanity wrestling. And this is what this fucking was. Oh, man, do they just go at it? Oh, dude, I cannot express how much I love this matchup. So I know some people had some problems at the beginning with the pacing at first. I didn't. I thought seeing Adam and Ricochet wrestle for the good portion of the matchup at first was actually really intriguing. Then once because Undisputed Era had the 1-up advantage, once everybody started getting in, the matchup started getting better and better and better as it went along. Also, I love this. When Bobby Fish chained Pete Dunne's cage in, so that way they could still get the advantage. I thought that was actually really cool and neat addition to the matchup. Also, I really like that they painted the steel chairs with their logos on them. That was pretty cool. And then just, the spots. Oh, my God, the spots. Dude, when Pete Dunne was bringing out all the fucking weapons, I was like, you better bring in the tables. If you don't bring in those tables, I'm gonna lose it. And he brings in those tables. Oh, God, man. This was so intense as well. I did not know who was going to win. Like, there were times where I was like, oh, shit, the Road Raiders, Pete, and Ricochet are going to win. And then I was like, oh, wait, now the Undisputed Era is going to win. Dude, it was so intense. And then when Ricochet did that fucking flip off of the cage, dude, I damn near lost my mind. I was like, boy, you done gone crazy. This matchup was so crazy that my mom heard me from fucking downstairs because I was going crazy during the entire matchup. Oh, man, I just, man, this is why I love wrestling. Like, this is a matchup that shows why I love wrestling so much. And this was beyond my favorite matchup of the whole night. Easy, big 5 out of 5 for me. I loved it.
Yeah, no,
so much.
this match was something, and you know, I love last year's War Games. Don't get me wrong, but I personally couldn't quite give it 5 out of 5 for the simple fact that I thought that the pacing in the beginning, just was a little weird, was a little slow. Once again, like Ciampa or Ciampa and Velveteen, once it got going, it got going.
Yes.
But like that little beginning part until everybody got in was a little weird for me. This wasn't the case. I was invested since the bell rang. I think there was not a dull spot. I think the pacing was perfect in this match. And and the emotion and the rivalry was there. You know, it was there last year, but like
the rivalry
this
here
much more built up, and this was much. This one was
had months of build up, like between everybody involved in this. Like,
yes.
to be fair, like,
yeah, no, this had months. You know, this has pretty much been building up since even before Takeover Brooklyn 4 with Pete Dunne and Adam Cole in the Undisputed
I will
Era.
say this has been building since New Orleans when Roddy turned on Pete Dunne.
It was Chicago too that Roddy turned on Dunne.
No, it was New Orleans.
Oh yeah, you're right. It was New Orleans. I'm stupid.
Because it was the Dusty Rhodes tournament. Remember that?
Yeah, you're right. I'm thinking. I don't know why I thought Adam Cole was in that match and he wouldn't compete twice in the night, but he did compete twice in the night. I apologize.
He did because remember he had to replace Bobby Fish because he got injured.
Yeah, no, I remember now, and he was out the whole match.
I think it's been building since then, to be honest. Like,
yeah, pretty much. And you know, Ricochet comes in, and just the War Raiders get signed. So they come in, and I feel like the rivalry was much more there. It felt like there was much more bad blood between the two teams.
Yeah.
And there was much more emotion into this match. And I think that all got encapsulated where it was, as I call the standoff or the trench warfare, where
dude, that stand up! Oh my god, goosebumps were all over me. I was like, oh.
And what I love about that is that they each stood off with the person they had the most beef with. Like Pete Dunne stood off with Roderick Strong, Ricochet with Adam Cole, and the War Raiders with Fish and O'Reilly.
That's what I loved about it too. It was perfect.
So I love this. This is, I think, a step above last year's. Even though last year's was great, this is above it in my eyes. Definitely one of my favorite matches of the year. I love this match. It's my favorite match of the night. I too give it a 5 out of 5.
Oh man, I'm a proud friend. Yes, someone that agrees with me. Yes.
Yeah, we disagreed last year, but we agree this year. But
yes, absolutely.
Anyway, you have anything else to say about this this event?
Overall, this is quite possibly one of the best events I've ever seen. To be honest, I think in terms of like WWE/NXT pay-per-views, this is probably my favorite of the whole year. To be honest. Like, I loved I loved every minute of this.
This has been the best year for takeovers, in my opinion.
This has been the best year for NXT, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, like, this was just pure wrestling from start to finish. I loved every minute of it. This is a 5 out of 5 for me, easily.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no. Anyway, on to the next event.
Oh, what would you give it?
Oh, what would I get? The event? I would give it 4.5 out of 5.
Nice.
I mean, just a great event all around.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, like that's a great grade.
All right, so the next one. Oh boy. Oh God. Survivor
This
Series.
okay. Here's the thing with me with this event. It's very weird, to be honest, because it's like at first I was really hating this, but, but then those last two matches came in and kind of elevated it a little bit, but not by much.
Yeah. But let's get started
So
on
let's
the
start off with the
pre-show.
pre-show.
Yeah, apparently
This
doesn't
was a
count.
heaping. All I you know what? I don't even care. All the traditional Survivor Series matches were all fucking messes.
Yes, absolutely.
Every single one of them was a gigantic mess.
So this was a 10-on-10 Survivor Series tag team elimination match. You got Team Raw, which is Bobby Roode and Chad Gable, the Revival, the B Team, Lucha House Party, and the Ascension, versus Team SmackDown, which is the Usos, the New Day, Sanity, Gallows and Anderson, and the Colognes. So SmackDown had a really, really stacked team, and I felt like they
actually had a pretty good team. I like their team a lot.
And I'll say this: we both actually went with SmackDown for this. We both get the point, but I'll say this: they made so many. Okay, first of all, Sandy was in the match for all of 10 seconds, and I'm not even like trying to exaggerate. Like I felt like they were in and then they were out. I personally felt the Clones should have been in there for all of 15 seconds, in my humble opinion.
Yeah.
I also think Lucha House Party should have gone quickly. The Ascension should have gone pretty quickly. B Team should have stayed in there a little bit long, but this is how I would have booked it. And I usually don't fucking do this, but I'm going to do it. I would have had Clones go out there, the first ones out, like relatively quickly. Then the next three are, Ascension, Lucha House Party, and B Team. So now it's 4-on-2. I would have had Revival and Bobby and Roode go until it was until it was Bobby Roode and Gable and the Revival versus Usos and New Day, and then do how they did it.
Yes,
but they made Gallows and Anderson look kind of weak. They kind of made really Sandman look really bad. I don't know why the Ascension was in there for a long time. I don't know why Lucha House Party was in there for a long time. I don't know why Colognes were in there for longer than they should have been. This match sucked. The only thing
like I said,
sort of saves this match is when it does get down to the two teams from Raw versus two teams from SmackDown. It got kind of good, but then it kind of gets bad, really bad again.
Keyword, kinda.
Yeah, this is garbage. I give it a 1.5 out of 5 stars.
Same. It's just a mess of a matchup, to be honest. Like, the decisions with some of the shit that they were trying to do, it just, yeek.
Yeah. Anyway, next match.
Another clusterfuck of a matchup.
Yeah. 5-on-5 series elimination match.
Fuck Nia Jax. That's all. Sorry.
Okay, I got a lot.
Listen. I'm never like this, but like this woman is a literal bitch.
Okay. So Team Raw, Mickie James, Nia Jax, Tamina, Bayley, Sasha Banks versus Team SmackDown, Naomi, Carmella, Sonya Deville, Asuka, Mandy Rose.
Mm-hmm.
We both went for SmackDown. Raw ended up getting a win. So there goes my perfect fucking night.
Shit.
my perfect fucking weekend. Gone. Out the window.
All because of Nia Jax.
Yeah. Listen, there's a lot of things. This match was legit garbage.
There's a lot of things that were wrong with this matchup.
Don't give a shit about fucking Asuka. I think Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose both have bright futures in the company. I feel like they could have made them be out something, but they didn't. Okay, so you can go, and then I'll have to say what I have to say about Nia Jax, because I actually have quite a bit to say.
Yeah, nice job of making fucking Asuka look weak for the millionth fucking time. Making her look like a bitch for the millionth time. Yeah, just the booking with this. it was so all over the place too because they did last minute replacements fucking again with Bailey and Sasha which I'm glad they were on the team though, but still but like of course WWE logic for WWE to put the woman that literally messed up the whole fucking event. Literally messed up the whole event. Like, I'm not trying to exaggerate or anything, but she literally messed up the whole event. Like, and give her a push. Be the sole survivor of the whole fucking team.
Okay.
And I don't know if anybody knows this, but like, recently we found out that was intentional on Nia to punch Becky in the face. Like, act like a fucking professional, Jesus.
Okay, so I actually thought about this quite a bit.
Okay, go. I'm more interested to hear your thoughts, to be honest.
I don't agree with Nia Jax being the sole survivor at all. I don't think she deserved it, especially what she did, especially with it being intentional. I think she should have got punished. If it was an accident, that is one thing. But the fact that it was intentional is a completely different story. She intentionally hurt Becky Lynch. Took arguably, and in my opinion, the hottest person in
wrestling right now.
Wrestling right now. She is legitimately what Stone Cold was and becoming what Stone Cold was.
And she just messed up.
She ruined
up because of her fucking ignorance. And now Becky might not even get back to that fucking point because of what happened later on in the night, which we'll get to.
And while I don't agree with it, and I'm not defending WWE in the slightest, because I disagree. I can understand why they did what they did. Would I have done it? No, because I think SmackDown should have went over. I think Asuka should have went over. I think Sonya Deville should have had a stronger showing, and I think Mandy Rose should have had a stronger showing. I legitimately think that the two sole survivors should have been from SmackDown, Sonya Deville and Asuka. That is just me.
I actually agree with this.
But I can see them wanting to keep major nuclear heat on Nia Jax. Because the second her music hit, it was raining boos.
Dude, I have not heard this
loud of boos. I have not heard these bad of boos since Roman. And Roman...
See, with Roman, it was different because it's like he's supposed to be a face. This was an actual person that's supposed to be a fucking heel. So,
yes. But I can get that. And I'll only accept this if this exact thing happens. I want, and hear me out when I say this, I want Becky Lynch to drop the title. Like vacate it. Not like lose, but vacate it.
Oh my God, could we be possibly thinking the same thing? You get to what you're about to say.
I think she should drop it due to injuries. Stay out till the Rumble. Come out, number 1, number 2. Doesn't have to be those relatively early. I would say number 1 or number 2. But that's just me, because I think it'd be awesome if she won the game. Anyway, have her win the Rumble. Have her grab the mic after it, being like, I want Ronda. At, I want to say Fastlane Elimination Chamber, whatever the last pay-per-view before WrestleMania is, have her face Nia Jax.
Yes.
And if the winner gets the title shot, have it one of those things. Have Becky beat Nia Jax. Have Becky go to WrestleMania to face Ronda. Have Becky beat Ronda. That's just me. She doesn't even have to beat Ronda. You just have to get her to that match with Ronda. That's really the only way I'll accept Nia going over. If they continue to get this heat, keep this heat on Nia, to eventually have Becky beat her.
I have one question, though.
Sure.
Where does Charlotte Flair lead into all of this? Because you know WWE is going to, especially after what happened.
I don't know.
Okay, do you think, because this could be a possibility, she costs Ronda the title at TLC.
No. I legitimately believe in my heart that Ronda's holding it till Mania.
Okay.
I legitimately believe.
Because it could go either two ways, I think. What you said, or Charlotte causes Ronda the title at TLC, and they both fight at WrestleMania, and it's Nia versus Becky for the title at Mania. It can either go one of those two ways.
Okay, and I think the money right now, in my opinion, and I think Vince realizes where the money is right now, is Becky versus Ronda.
Yes.
I think, and I truly believe this,
Yes.
that he wants women to main event WrestleMania this year. I was saying before this that it was going to be Ronda versus Charlotte. I do not no longer think that is going to be Ronda versus Charlotte because we just got Ronda versus Charlotte. I now think that he realizes that it should be Ronda versus Becky. I think we are going to get Ronda versus Becky. I don't know if he's going to do exactly what I said. I don't expect him to do exactly what I just said. But
because
I think that is the what?
Because I don't see her going with the SmackDown title and like facing her. So I think what you said, I think is perfectly.
Yeah, I think that's perfect. I don't know what he thinks. I think that we are going to get Becca versus Ronda at Mania. I don't know exactly how, but I truly believe that we are going to get that, and that is going to be the new main event of WrestleMania.
And I can already just tell that's gonna be fucking spectacular.
And listen, I that's the only way.
Would you make it like any Will you make it like a no holds barred match or anything like that?
I don't know. Maybe, but
I just want to see these two beat the hell out of each other.
But well, listen, I only will accept Nia, them continuing to push Nia like they have been, only for Nia to lose to Becky.
Yes.
If this leads nowhere, like it very well could, then
knowing WWE.
But that doesn't take away from the fact that this match was shit. This is a 1 out of 5 stars for me.
Oh yeah, 1 out of 5. This was still fucking terrible.
Yeah. On to the
next matchup was actually
it was really good. Seth Rollins versus Shinsuke Nakamura with Seth Rollins winning. I'm very surprised by this.
We thought Shinsuke was gonna win because of Dean, but that actually didn't end up happening. I guess they just scrapped that for the night, to be honest.
Yeah.
Really good match. Really good match.
Yeah, especially towards the end, there were really cool sequences.
Even though fucking Shinsuke looked like he was a member of the Fantastic Four from the Tim Story movies, but still,
yeah,
with the fucking suit he was wearing. Yeah, really good matchup. It was everything I expected this matchup to be. Honestly, I quite enjoyed it a lot.
These are two fantastic workers, so I expected nothing less than what we actually got. Yes. I give this, in my opinion, I give this a 4 out of
5. What'd you say? Sorry, I kind of cut out a bit.
I said I would give this match, a 4 out of 5.
Oh, same. Yeah, 4 out of 5. Yeah, this matchup was great. Honestly, one of the shining stars of the whole night, to be honest.
On to the next match. AOP versus The Bar. We went with AOP. We get the point.
Yes. This was fine. I didn't hate this match.
I didn't like this.
It's not good, but I didn't hate it. It's fine. It's like an okay.
This match really didn't get enough time, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I thought the whole fucking. I thought the whole fucking peeing thing was really stupid.
Okay, that kind of. I'm not gonna lie. That kind of got to laugh at me.
I thought it was weird and awkward and stupid. It didn't work for me.
Okay. I mean, comedy is subjective, so it's like, yeah. But
yeah,
like, for
just
me, I don't know. I found it a bit fun. I found it a bit funny because he's just like standing there pissing his pants while the fucking Big Show has him in. And then Cesaro. Did you fucking see Cesaro's face when it was happening?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck am I doing?
I think this is all overshadowed by the fact that, and I won't name his name, but a certain somebody was in the crowd.
Yeah. Let's just leave it at that.
Yeah. Won't go anywhere into that. Don't want to give him attention. But and yeah, this match was fine.
Hey, are we still live? It says offline for me. Are we still live?
Yeah, we're still live.
Okay, good. Okay. It must be just a glitch with me then.
Okay. But I give this a 2 out of 5.
Saying 2 out of 5, to be honest. It was fine.
Okay, on to the next match. This was great. Buddy Murphy versus Mustafa Ali for the Cruiserweight Championship. We both went with Buddy Murphy, and we both get the point because he retained. This match was great. I honestly.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like these guys are fucking finally WWE putting the cruiserweights, on a big show like this for like this.
Yeah, no, I really. This match was great. I truly believe that because of this match, they won't get any pre-show matches, and they will get more pay-per-view matches.
Yeah, these guys tore the fucking house down. This was an amazing matchup overall. This was my second favorite match of the whole night, to be honest.
This was also my second favorite match of the whole night.
I give it a 4.5 out of 5, to be honest.
So do I. This was great action. Pretty much what I expected.
My favorite spot in the whole matchup is when Mustafa Ali's at the top fucking rope and Buddy just throws him off and he goes flying into the barricade.
Oh yeah, that was great. Moving on to the next.
But yeah,
one.
No, just these two are great in-ring workers. If anybody has never seen their no disqualification matchup from 205 Live, watch that shit. Like that is an incredible matchup, one of the better no disqualification matches I've seen in a while. So check that shit out if you've never seen it. But this matchup was great. I'm glad they got time for this on the pay-per-view, to be honest, and it wasn't rushed. I felt like each guy got in a lot of offense. So yeah, great matchup. 4.5 out of 5.
Okay, on the next match, another 5 out of 5 or 5-on-5 Survivor Series elimination match.
This was less than anything of a 5 out of fucking 5 matchup.
Team Raw: Dolph Ziggler, Drew McIntyre, Braun Strowman, Finn Balor, Bobby Lashley versus Team SmackDown: Miz, Shane McMahon, Rey Mysterio, Samoa Joe, and Jeff Hardy.
My boy.
Okay. This match.
Wow,
This was honestly my least favorite match of the whole night.
This was a big clusterfuck of a fucking matchup. Like, I don't know whose idea was it for fucking Braun to eliminate half of the fucking competitors. Whose idea was it for Samoa Joe to get eliminated and fucking within 5 seconds of the matchup?
Listen, this was a lot worse than last year's, and that's saying a lot because last year's was also pretty awful. They completely wasted Joe. Shane shouldn't have been in this match. I'm sorry, but I don't think Jeff Hardy also should have been in this match, in my opinion.
Okay. I
don't really think Ray should have been in this match. I mean, there could have, like, Rusev should have been in there. Fucking Styles didn't even have a match. I would have loved to see Styles. Where the fuck was Andrade Cien Almas in this? Who else could have been in this? Who did I fucking say? Okay, so I said Almas, Joe, Daniel Bryan, Miz, and Rusev. But Daniel Bryan won the title. So, okay.
Yeah, Daniel Bryan won the title. So, it was like...
I'll put Rey Mysterio in there. Fucking Mysterio. Okay, so, like, where was Rusev and Almas? I'll put Styles in there. Why couldn't Styles be in this match? Why couldn't Rusev be in this match? Why couldn't Andrade Cien Almas be in this match? Shane McMahon does not deserve to be in this match. I'm sorry, but I love Jeff Hardy, but I just felt like the spot should have went to somebody, in my eyes, like Almas or Rusev. I feel like they would have benefited it from more than Jeff Hardy. Or Rey Mysterio. Either one of them could leave.
But you already knew Rey Mysterio was going to be in there because he's the hot shit right now because he's back. So you figured he was going to be in there no other way.
Yes. I legitimately think that Shane and Hardy should not have been in there. And I would have replaced them with Almas and Rusev. That's just me.
Yes.
I think this match, man, I fucking hate this match. This match is a again
Finn,
1 out of 5.
Okay, by the way, what happened to Finn? Okay, let me explain. My internet went out during the matchup. So what the fuck happened to Finn?
I'll look it up right now. Finn was the second person eliminated with a 6.19 followed by a springboard frog splash.
Of course, they would let Mysterio.
You want to know what my biggest problem with this match is?
Everyone gets fucked over.
my biggest problem with this match is that there was a lot of time where I had no idea who was still left in. It was just such a rushed and like mess that it's like, all right, who's actually still
By the way,
in this
whose
match?
idea was it to let Bobby Lashley be one of the fucking sole survivors?
I think Drew should have been one of the sole survivors.
Drew
Just...
was. He was one of the sole survivors.
I mean, like the sole survivor, like the only one.
Yeah.
That is just me, though.
I think, yeah, Drew should have been the only sole survivor. At least him and Braun, at least. Why the fuck was Bobby there?
I don't know. This match sucked. I give this a 1 out of 5, like I said.
Honestly, I'm like a 0.5, to be honest. This was fucking bad.
Ooh, excuse me. But, yeah, no,
Like,
this match sucked.
Listen,
we both went with... Yeah, we both went with Raw, by the way. So
we both
get the point.
But, like... Mm-hmm. I love Braun as much as the next guy, but what the fuck was the point of him having him eliminate half of the fucking team?
Mm-hmm.
Like, seriously, like, I will admit, that fucking reversal he did with the Twist of Fate was one of the cooler reversals I've seen in a while. Mm-hmm. But, like, what was the point of him, like, eliminating half of the team? If he eliminated maybe Hardy and Mysterio, that would have been fine. That was fine by me. But, like, he eliminated half of the fucking team. Like... What was the purpose of the other members of the team being there then?
Yeah. Anyway, on to the next match. Charlotte versus Ronda. Ronda won.
The two fucking matches that pretty much saved this fucking whole event for me.
Okay. I wasn't the biggest fan of this match. We both went with Ronda, by the way.
And we both get the point.
Yeah. So, Ronda won by disqualification. I wasn't the biggest fan of this match. I thought this match could have been so much more.
Uh-huh.
I love the ending, though. The ending was great, came out of nowhere. I loved seeing Charlotte like that. I thought it was great.
Yes.
But again, I just felt like this match was fine. I didn't love it. I liked it, but I didn't love it like I feel like most people did. I was kind of disappointed by it because these are two of the best women on the roster, two just the best on the whole roster, male or female.
Yes. I
give it a 3 out of 5 in my opinion. I wasn't, like I said, I wasn't the biggest fan of this match.
I personally thought this was a great match. That's just me, of course. I really enjoyed it. I was constantly on edge. That fucking spear that Charlotte did to Ronda was brutal.
Oh yeah, that was a great spot. There were some great spots in this.
But overall, and that ending was great. That's one of the better no disqualification finishes I've seen in quite some time, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Charlotte just fucking snapped, and it was amazing, to be honest. Like, I just loved seeing her. So I'm kind of getting a little bit annoyed with Ronda, to be honest. Like, I like her in-ring presence, but like, I think she's terrible on the microphone.
I like Ronda a lot.
She comes across as just, I'm a tough bitch. No one mess with me, and it's fucking laughable for the most part on the microphone, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, I think right in-ring worker. Like, you have to be fucking dumb if you don't think that, to be honest. Like, she is a great in-ring worker, and like, you know, she does put on a great match. But like, she needs to seriously improve her mic skills because like, it's kind of unbearable to watch some of her promos for me. But yeah, overall, great matchup. I quite enjoyed it a lot. I would give it personally a 4 out of 5.
Okay. On to the next match.
Match of the night.
Yeah, easily. Brock Lesnar versus Daniel Bryan with Lesnar winning.
I didn't think that at first. I will tell you this. I didn't think that at first. But then Daniel came back with the ultimate comeback.
Yeah, no. All right, so this match was great.
Here's the weird thing about this matchup. We went with AJ Styles because we did this before SmackDown. So we thought AJ was going to be in this matchup. So we had to change our prediction at the last minute.
Yes. So we we usually don't change our predictions, but this was a different circumstance.
Yes.
So because the whole match changed entirely. And I wanted to give him, because I wanted to change it, and I felt like with Daniel being in this match, Lesnar was going to win, and we were both right. Lesnar did win, so we both get the point on that. I love this match. The only problem I have with this match is that, again, I think that Lesnar just taking his time was a little bit too tedious for me. But
just him just kind of showing off and just doing the whole fucking German.
Just something we've seen too many times, in my opinion.
It's like, this is like, whatever. Because I wasn't really liking the matchup at first. I will admit that. But once Daniel did the low blow and did the knee, the offense just kept on going.
Yeah, no, then it picked up from there, and it just got great, in my opinion.
Like, even Brock fucking was showing some offense during when Daniel
It's funny because his match last year with them, I remember being like, man, I really hope like Brock wears his give a shit pants, and he wore his give a shit pants that day, and he wore his give a shit pants Sunday as well.
Yeah, and my favorite spot, I think my favorite spot of the whole matchup is when he's trying to hit him with the steel steps, and fucking Daniel moves out of the way, and he ends up hitting himself with the steel steps.
Yeah, no, that was great.
But dude, this had my heart fucking pounding the entire time. There were moments where I really thought Daniel was actually going to win.
Yeah, that would have been great if Daniel Bryan won. But
like, I really thought, I'm not going to lie, I really thought he was going to make him tap out.
Like, yeah, that was the
dude,
most intense.
Like, I was like, he's gonna fucking tap out, isn't he? Or at least pass out at the very least.
Yeah, and then that transition into the F5 was beautiful.
Yes, I will admit, there was one moment that did make me laugh. We went like, "Good night, everybody." That made me laugh.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this was the match of the night, man. Definitely Brock's best matchup in forever.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know
this is his best match since last year, and I think it's honestly might be better than that match. Again, I haven't seen the Styles match in quite some time, but still.
Yeah, and here's the thing though. Like, I know some people were really concerned about this match because it was just gonna be a fucking squash, but like, I didn't think that, to be honest. I thought Daniel could get some offense in the matchup, and sure enough, he did.
Mm-hmm. I give this a 4.5 out of 5. What about you?
Same, to be honest. My only real issue was the beginning of the matchup, like when Brock was just, doing the same old shtick. But once fucking Daniel got that offense in, the matchup just became incredible.
Mm-hmm. That is it. What would you give this event as a whole?
Okay. If it weren't for the last two matches, I would have given this like a 1.5 out of 5. But the last two matches for me really elevated the show by a bit. So I would say the show is just fine overall. I would give it like a 2 out of 5.
Yeah, I would give it the same.
Because there were also some really good moments, matches too, like Shinsuke versus Seth and Buddy versus Mustafa. So
and Lesnar versus Bryan. But yeah, no, I agree. Yeah. Shit was real shit, and that really dragged things down.
But I do think the good things elevated a little bit for me to at least give it a 2.
Yes, I agree.
Yes.
Anyway, you just talk a little bit while I do the usual tallying of the points.
Yeah, of course. Well, I do, Survivor Series, while it was not nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be, it was at first, but, did elevate itself a little bit towards the end, and that's a good thing, Hopefully TLC is a lot better. I'm always excited for that pay-per-view because if anybody doesn't know, TLC is my favorite match stipulation of all time. So hopefully we get something good out of that, even though I heard the TLC match is supposed to be Braun versus fucking Baron, which I don't really want it to be a TLC match. That should really go to Seth versus Dean.
Yes.
That's just me.
I agree.
That's who really deserves the TLC stipulation. Like, their match, like Braun versus Corbin's match could have been just a chairs match. Like, to be honest. I know it's a lame match. Listen, I know it's a lame match.
It should have been, honestly, it should be a tables match.
Actually, you know what? That would have been funnier. Try to see fucking Baron try to put Braun through a table. Yeah, actually, it should have been a tables match.
It should be a tables match. But anyway, I do have the points tallied.
Oh, shit.
I believe TLC is the last one. You can correct me if I'm wrong.
TLC is the last pay-per-view that
we have one more opportunity to gain points, and then we get a winner.
I have an opportunity to catch up. I do have an opportunity.
Okay, so like I stated before, I do have a lead, 4-point lead. It is 59-55 in favor of me. I had a great night.
I'm very
with,
proud of you, my boy. You know, even
yeah,
though
legit,
even though of course, I lost this whole thing, but I'm still like fucking proud. I'm not a sore
yeah, no,
loser.
like
I'm still
I'm
like
legit.
proud of the fact that you got the whole fucking match card right.
Yeah, like I'm like shocked because like that hasn't happened, and I really didn't think it would because there's always that one match that I get wrong. But and I almost went with Gargano. So
Luckily, you didn't.
yeah, luckily I didn't. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Please be on the lookout for the next review or my next review, which should be coming soon.
And the next video we're doing is next week is the top 5 best high flyers.
Yes, so we're finally doing that. We've been teasing it for so long, but we were supposed to do it last week actually, but you know, Survivor Series happened. So we will be doing it next week, and then the next December I'll announce it now because I can. We will be doing, like I mentioned earlier in this video, top 10 favorite wrestlers of the year, and we'll also be doing top 10 matches of the year.
And we should have our predictions and review, predictions and preview for TLC. And then
so it should be a jam-packed month.
And I think the review might be our last wrestling video of the year. I'm not too sure yet.
Personally, for me, I think the top 10 should be the last of the year.
Okay, yeah, I think our top 10 matches should be the last.
Especially since, who knows, maybe something on TLC will make.
That's why I said we could do wrestlers first. Because I think we already got good.
Yeah, like that's not gonna change. But matches will be.
But matches we'll do after TLC.
So, you have anything to plug? While
of course, you got my channel, FilmFan0599. Go check that out. I got some content. I finally posted my Simulation Theory review, which I'm very proud of. So go check that. Which I'm very proud of. So go check that out if you want to. And of course, subscribe to my channel and subscribe to my boy here because why the fuck not?
But yeah, no, thank you guys for watching, and just remember, guys, you know what? You can say it this time.
Holler if you hear me.
That's right.
Yeah.